The combine is over, but there were a few prospects that got the shaft from the combine committee and didn't get an invite, so we have to wait till they perform at their pro days, and I eagerly await those guys. We're going to go over 11 of them today, but what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy, Boroshimo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. You can tell the voice is a little hoarse, a little raspy. So I'm probably going to take Sunday off, try to rest, and so that way I can pump out content for you with free agency coming up. But let's go ahead, get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to start with Akil Glass, the quarterback out of Alabama A&M. Did not get a combine invite. Bit questionable with that. Don't know why, but he is 23 years young. By the way, I'm going to try to go over the ages of these guys, and this is the age they will be at the time of when the season starts. So to make that a bit more clear. But he showed out at the the NFLPA Bowl. I thought he was probably one of the best quarterbacks there with Cole Kelly, who actually got a combine invite. But Glass, he showed he had a big arm, great accuracy. Passes could be a bit wobbly at times, doesn't throw with a ton of spin, but he has zip. He throws with good touch. I definitely think he's draftable. I got him as on my big board at 224. Got a late day 3 grade on him. He was just been great for the Bulldogs the last 2 seasons, going for over 4,800 yards for 51 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. He has okay mobility, but that's just not his style. He's more comfortable sitting in the pocket. He shows good poise, good anticipation on what's going on around him. I think he's a guy I'm willing to bet on as a developmental prospect later on in the draft. On to the wide receiver, and this is the highest guy on my list, is Javion Hiley out of Coastal Carolina. I got him at 128 on my big board. Surprised that he did not get a combine invite. He's actually currently wide receiver 19 for me. But this guy's been on a tear the last 2 seasons for the Chancellors. How do you say that? Coastal Carolina. But he has over 130 receptions, going for over 2,100 yards, 17 touchdowns. He has 19 forced missed tackles to boot. He also competed in the high hurdles for Coastal Carolina. He shows legit hops, good ball skills, 48% on contested catches throughout his career. He can stack corners at the line, shows good burst off press, tracks the ball well in air. He legit, go check out a highlight reel of this cat. He has some real tightrope catches there on the sideline. He's not really speedy, doesn't have a lot of quicks, but what he is he's a pretty darn good route runner. And he ran a pretty simplistic route tree there at Coastal Carolina. But over at the Shrine Bowl, I thought he was probably one of the best wide receivers there. He showed off great route run. He executed every route that was asked for him, and I really wish we got to see more of him. Won't get to see him again till his pro day, but he's a guy to watch. I don't know why he didn't get a combine invite. By the way, combine invites are typically, it's a good compass in terms of who does the NFL think high or want to see more of. So it's usually typically not a good indicator when a guy's not invited to the combine, but it's not the end all be all, obviously. So a lot of these guys, like I said, the highest prospect I got ranked here is Hiley at 128. Didn't get a combine invite. A lot of these guys are going to be closer to 200. But it's good. These boys could be sleepers for you guys. JAQUARII Robertson, also Wake Forest slot guy, did not get an invite. Sitting there at 6 foot, 180. By the way, if you didn't catch the age of Hiley, 22. Robertson is 23. But yeah, Robertson didn't get an invite. And it was kind of, I don't know. The NFL, they don't draft slot guys highly, and that's probably the thing. This guy, he can get great separation. It's just a majority of his snaps came out of the slot. The question's going to be, how can he handle more press-heavy teams? Can he play on the outside? I don't think he can. When it comes to his physicality, he was easily for the most part knocked off routes, which knocks off timing with the quarterback. Could add some bulk to that frame at 6 foot 182. But the dude's real shifty with the ball in his hands, 21 forced missed tackles, and a 5% drop rate over the last 2 seasons. He's sure-handed, which it's great. You want that from your slot guy, but I got him at 278 on my big board. And then the other guy, not too far from Robertson, is Jarrett Stearns out of Western Kentucky. Surprised. His buddy, Bailey Zappi, got a combine invite, but he did not. Real puzzling. Didn't get a Senior Bowl invite either, and that was also kind of a question. And he performed well at I think it was the NFLPA Bowl, but he's going to be 28. He played with Zappi at Houston Baptist and transferred with him. And last season, dude, the dude was a mainstay in the slot. And at that size, 5'7", 183, he's gonna have if he's gonna be, in my opinion, if he's gonna get drafted any higher than the 7th round or late day 3, he's gonna have to test out like Wan'Dale Robinson. Even then, I think he has to test out better than Wan'Dale if he wants to get drafted any higher than day 3. That's just it. The dude, purely slot, 93% of his snaps came out in the slot last season, but he's got a good center of gravity, 25 forced missed tackles on 148 receptions last year. He was actually pretty good in jump ball situations, going 6 of 8, but not ideal. Only 3 drops, sure hands, 3% drop rate. You like to see that. But the dude was given so many free releases last year, which I think that's kind of fine. He's going to be a slot guy. The question is, because this guy's speed can be deceiving, and it's hard to really get a good tell of how fast he is. He does a good job of accelerating and deaccelerating during routes, and I'm just curious how he'll test out. That was kind of the big thing for me, and he didn't get that luxury because he didn't get invited, so got to wait till his pro day. And next on the list, we go to the tight end class with DERRICK DEESE, Jr. out of San Jose State. Surprised he didn't get an invite, but he's sitting here at 24 years old, a bit of an older prospect. He's a plus athlete, lacks the ideal size there at 6'3", 236. And the thing is, he played more in the slot this season than in line for San Jose State. But despite being undersized, this guy, he's a high-effort blocker. He's not much of a people mover, but he's effective in basically taking his assignment, whoever he's blocking out of the play. So that's good as a pass catcher. Tracks the ball well, displays good body control and focus, shows real soft hands, only 6% drop rate over the last 2 seasons. Doesn't do much after the catch, but I think he can be a consistent chain mover who's constantly could be a red zone threat. 7 of his 9 touchdowns over the last 2 years came in the red zone. And it's just surprising because, the thing is, he's going to have to, the guy that really set the combine on fire for this tight end class, I would say, was the Maryland tight end, was it Okonkwo? Oh, man, I'm going to butcher that guy's name. And that guy just tested out like a freak, I think Deese might have a hard time getting drafted if he doesn't test out with similar numbers because he's not an ideal tight end. That's just not him. There's no real role for him in the NFL. He's too big to be a receiver. I don't think he's fast enough either. He doesn't get that type of separation. And that's at the Mountain West level compared to, the cat from Maryland who was doing it in the Big Ten. So there's a bit of a difference there, but I like him. I got him at 251 on my big board. On to the offensive line. Josh Rivas, real surprised he did not get an invite. He's 23. He got an invite to the NFLPA Bowl, easily the best blocker there, I would say. He looked real good. Got a 5th round grade on one of the higher prospects I have on this list, 166. He played almost over 2,000 snaps at both guard positions, mainly at left guard. He's more of this phone booth type of blocker where he prefers to really impose his will on defenders. He's got great power. He's got the ideal size and frame. And he's going to be in this class that it really seems like it's full of a lot of athletic freaks and these guys that are going to be more oriented to zone blocking schemes. This guy's a power blocking scheme through and through. He is a bit heavy-footed. I don't really like him so much in motion. The movement skills really aren't there. But this guy, he's powerful, he's strong, he hits hard. What he can do in a small area, it's ideal. So I expect him to come off the board mid-day 3 for, again, these more power-oriented blocking schemes. Onto the we're going to stay with interior. I almost forgot about my boy Brock Huffman out of Virginia Tech. Got him at 253 on my big board. Didn't get the invite. He's sitting here at 23. He's actually he transferred from Coastal Carolina in 2019. He isn't the most powerful or the most quick blocker, but he's a very smooth mover. Plays with real greasy hips. You're not going to bend this guy back. Solid pass protector for the Hokies. Like he's like the opposite of Rivas, who is more of a power-oriented guy. This is the cat you want in an outside zone blocking scheme. He only allowed 7 pressures and a sack all last season. Probably center, maybe a center-only prospect. Didn't really see much at guard from him through his career. But overall strength might be a problem. Needs to get more strength throughout his whole frame. But and it's not like his hands are particularly powerful. But he had a very solid week. I was impressed with him. Again, power will be an issue, but I think he does a good job in motion. That it enables him to really use that momentum to get through longer defenders. So if at the tail end of day 3, man, I think he's a good guy to add to your roster. I'm a big fan of Brock Huffman. Now on to the defense. Here we go. Eric Johnson. What the hell, dude? I loved this cat at the NFLPA Bowl. He got a Senior Bowl invite. He pulled off a fake spin move. I loved it. And didn't get a combine invite. He's going to be 24, so he's a bit older. But the dude is one of my favorite prospects in this class. He saw significant playing time in 2020. And over the course of 2 seasons, 46 pressures, 4 sacks. He's a twitchy pass rusher who can turn speed into power. Uses his length to get good leverage. I got him at 145 on my big board. I'm just a big fan of this dude. I think he projects well as is one gap penetrator, 3 tech. And he's great. He graded out as a pretty good run defender throughout his whole career. So, I'm just a big fan of this cat's game, dude. I'm surprised that he did not get an invite. And then in the edge class, Ali Fayyad out of Western Michigan. I was real surprised. He's 23, and he was just really great at the Shrine Bowl. And I get it. He lacks size. He lacks length, but he makes up with it with just the intensity he plays with. He plays with a high motor, and he's just been dominant through his career. 167 pressures, 33 sacks. His approach to rushing the passer, it's just he just has a wide variety of pass rush moves. There's a lot of different ways he can win it. I think he's ideally gonna be this a nice pass rush specialist. While he's not a guy I think can win in space, 20% missed tackle rate. He easily kind of slips off ball carriers. That's just not his thing. But get into comes 3rd down, he's gonna get to the passer. I like this cat in that regard. Got him at 195 on my big board. So yeah, I was surprised that he did not get an invite. And then James Houston the fourth. I was shocked because this guy was an utter freaking menace at the NFLPA Bowl. I actually put that in the wrong column. No, he did play at the Shrine Bowl. Because, he put on a freaking show at the NFLPA Bowl and ended up getting a Shrine Bowl invite, so he was late to the week. But dude's got 34-inch arms, 82-inch wingspan, ridiculous. Had one heck of a game, showed that he could hang in coverage, and we'll get to that in a minute. But, dude, like, he had 3 pressures on 6 pass rushing snaps in the Shrine Bowl. Ridiculous. This guy's a former Florida transfer. So this guy's got a pedigree to him. He has got a pedigree. At Florida, he played more of a traditional linebacker role, but he was primarily used as a pass rusher for Jackson State, and he lit it up for them. Like, he shows that explosiveness. He shows agility, quickness, and it's not surprising that he held his own in coverage because he's got that freaky wingspan, and he's got the quicks to do it. Like Florida, like he was even a successful pass rusher at Florida. Like, I was just shocked that he did not get a combine invite. I got him at linebacker 20. Like, he's 182 on my big board. Oh, I'm looking forward to Jackson State's Pro Day, where we'll also see CJ Holmes, who he's more of a priority free agent, slot only corner. Understandable why he didn't get a combine invite, but shocked me that Houston didn't. And then finally, to end the list, I got Brad Hawkins out of Michigan. Real surprised. This guy had a solid Shrine Bowl, just didn't get an invite. He's 23. He was a former 4-star wide receiver, switched to safety during his freshman season. Primarily, he split time between the box and deep. And the dude is more than likely going to be a box safety. So I get that he'll probably be box safety. They just don't typically go high in the draft. But he's a limited athlete. That's why I don't see him playing deep. But he's a guy that played a bit in the slot too. Doesn't have that range, doesn't have that athleticism, but the dude sees the field well. He processes everything very quickly. He's been a sure tackler through his career, only 7% missed tackle rate, takes good angles, wraps guys up. He does his job well. He does it well. He held up well in coverage this past year. Granted, he also had a fierce pass rush, so that kind of helped. But I was just shocked. Like, you saw a lot of these guys, like you would expect him coming from Michigan, a highly sought recruit. Like, you would think he would get an invite to the combine. Didn't happen. Another guy I probably should have mentioned, Master Teague, not getting a invite to the combine was a bit surprising for him. The Ohio State running back, because I'm kind of eager to see what he runs at his size. 5'11", 225, because people talk that he could run like a 4.4, and probably at the combine with the way they were testing out the 40, he probably would have ran a 4.2. Just saying. So a little shocked with that, but that's it for the video. Let me know who are some guys maybe you thought should have got combine invites that did not. So let me know in the comment section below. As always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.